I don't think there's like a worse race you can be in any fantasy setting than a human. Imagine this, you have all the possibilities of picking an elf, the best race out there, and you decide to be a human. Now that's quite stupid. And it's stupid because you're a human in real life. What are you gonna do? You're gonna just play yourself in the game? You're not gonna play a fantastical creature? It's like you're playing a game with magic in it, and you decide not to use magic. So it is such a stupid idea. Why play human? Human makes no sense. Imagine this. It's a big world with great creatures, and you think normal human with normal sword can defeat it. Not even dwarf with stupid sword can defeat it. You need proper class. You need proper race. You need to play a proper race. You need to play an elf. Or at the least, and this is disgusting, but you at least play a half elf. Play half-elf. Play someone that at least has elf blood that it's understandable how he can do very great things. Look, pal, at the end of the day, even as Mirkwood said, half-elf is your best option if you really want to play something more grounded. Play something like an elf if you really want proper fantasy experience. But don't play human. Who plays human? Nobody should be able to play human. Human shouldn't be an option in the game. Even developers are laughing at you for picking human. What's next? You're gonna pick a human fighter? Give him blue eyes and blonde hair like some kind of colonizer? What's next? You're gonna go on a boat and explore the world?
Humans in fantasy have boring themes to them. What, you gonna play medieval empire, medieval knight? Then play better, what it's called, Total War Medieval 2, it's the same thing. You get nothing cool or unique from playing that if you don't play an elf or a half-elf. What you get is normal history. That's what you want, normal history. Most people don't like normal history because normal history boring. It's not as cool as elf. You want to learn about Iluvatar, you come to elf to learn about Iluvatar. But you don't go to human to learn about Iluvatar. Human's stupid. What does human know? Human don't live that long. That's second biggest problem. Human not live long. If human not live long, what's the point? No, it doesn't get to enjoy proper life. Humans, they die young. There's no point in enjoying life if you die young. Don't get to experience proper life. You need to live long. You also need to have a connection with nature. Humans not really have connection with nature. What humans have is basically just technology. But not always technology, just medievalism. That's what you have. Humans have a medievalism theme to them, but they don't have connection to nature. They don't have connection to anything. You only have medievalism. They have castle, they have knight, they have sword, they have religion, which sometimes is based on Catholicism, sometimes it's not based on Catholicism. Depends on writer. Sometimes the writer good, sometimes the writer bad, sometimes the writer dumb.
Like, the only advantage you might have while playing a human is to get the possibility of going through different themes. But imagine this. You can explore different themes with elves as well. It's not just a thing that humans have per se. They don't have this innate in them as a race when it comes to fantasy. And because of that, they can pretty much do the same thing, tell different kinds of stories in different kinds of way by using elves or creating more elves, like sea elves, for example, dark elves, wood elves, high elves. Split elves apart and you can basically tell the same stories. You don't even need to split them apart because you can transport all those themes you want to use with humans and use them with elves. At the end of the day, it's just the same thing. Let's just take a look at some settings where elves are better than humans, pal. Let's look at Warhammer 40k. Space elves, always better. Space elves already sounds 10 times cooler than humans in space, pal. Next, let's look at Warcraft. You have so many different types of elves that you have no reason to pick a human at all. You have blood elves, you have high elves, you have night elves, you have nightborn, you have types of elves. You don't even think you need those types of elves, but you have them there. It's your possibility to pick them. You can become a night elf, you can become a blood elf, you can even pick a high elf and play as Illyria Windrunner or cosplay as her. You see what I mean? When you look at these settings, there's way more elves than humans. Another setting is Warhammer Fantasy. Why not? The elves are stronger than humans, usually. all the time, and magically speaking as well, they're stronger, both physically and magically. Elves dominate humans. What you're gonna do then? You get dominated in every setting by elves. This is not a joke. If you pick human and not pick elf, then you clearly are under 80 and you need help. You need proper medical help if you pick human instead of elf. Who gutters around and decides, let us make human as race, and let us all play human as race. The most boring class ever. The same class that you are in real life. You can't even pick anything good, and the combinations you make with human are always bad. You never go, I make human, but human that do magic. No, you always go, I make human that swing sword. Why you always pick that? Why you always pick that? That is weird. Like, why do Asians always eat rice? And why do black people like chicken? Why do white people like vanilla? It is the same question. Why do you make this? You know people laugh at you because of that. And you decide, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. This is my goal. I pick human, I make him fighter. At the end of the day, pal, you're not making the best choices out there. And as Mirkwood said, you might be an under 80, so get some help, get yourself treated, cause that's not good for you. You also might be suffering from certain diseases that are destroying your palate, because if you decide to pick human instead of elf, you're basically picking the worst class out there. Imagine this. Some restaurants in certain parts of the world are using gutter oil from trash cans to make food, and you could eat that and not feel the difference, not feel the taste and smell of trash, because that's what you get when you pick a human. Humans aren't number one. As much as Warhammer 40k fans might like to parade the idea of human supremacy, at the end of the day, human supremacy doesn't work. Look at the Imperium. The Imperium falls flat. It's in shambles, it's barely living, and it's trying to recover. It's never gonna recover, by the way. Human supremacy is such a bad concept because it never works out. Again, Imperium never works out. And you come here and try to act like humans are the superior race when they live less than elves. They're barely good as magic. They're not as good as magic as elves are, that's for sure. They lack so many attributes and so many distinctive features that elves have that it's not even fun playing them. I would say it's vanilla, but it's not vanilla. Vanilla at least has a taste, you know? At the end of the day, vanilla has a taste. This is the taste of cream, the taste of cardboard. It might be true, you might not be able to taste it. But to everybody else, to every normal person, every person that thinks and has logic and likes to have fun, picking human is like eating cardboard. It has no taste. So I recommend you season the races you get to pick in fantasy games and pick an elf.